Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Chaos TV. This is more Corsair Vengeance Cup action, and it's going to be Azilum up against, I forgot already, MaseTV, that is it. This is going to be round number 2. We did miss round number 1 due to the fact that the other game that was Bev against SKT, I think, I don't know, went on a bit too long. So we will be jumping straight into round number 2, and we're in the picks and bans. I'm ND, joined by Metis once again. Metis, how are you doing?
I'm good, and the roles have been reversed for us as well. I'm now going to be taking the quote-unquote Mr. Analyzer role, and you're going to be the play-by-play dude. So, should be fun for you, dude. But if you don't know, guys, I'm on a bit of a delay. I'm watching the stream like you are. There's only 2 slots on the server, so I might have a delay, in which case NZ will talk over me if action ensues. We're in the picks and bans, and what I can see so far, NZ, is Lee Sin, Galio, Cassiopeia, and Ari being banned. So relatively, you know, moderately normal bans, I guess. You obviously often see Cassiopeia and Lee Sin banned pretty much every game.
Yeah, Galio I don't see as much. Obviously you saw him in the last game, was a great fawn. Well, it was a bad fawn in the side of SKT's side. Oh my god, I'm dribbling already. As they will get the ban on Galio. Irelia ban as well. I'm not really sure on that. I mean, Irelia isn't very strong since the nerf, completely honest with you. She hasn't played all that often either, so we're just going to have to see how that one plays out. And the ban for the other team, that will be Shin. So Morgana is free, Kassadin is free. The question is, are we going to see these characters played? Kassadin is easily countable early game, but his late game, very strong indeed. It looks like probably a maybe a Janna pick first off. Pretty much the most popular support nowadays in League of Legends, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. Her shield brings a lot to the table. Obviously she has Howling Gust as well. Howling Gale, sorry, which knocks people in the air. And Monsoon, her ultimate, is so strong. And I swear, Enzy, I could be wrong here. I could be going senile in my old age, but I'm pretty sure we casted Slayer of Goats in the last tournament that we casted. I swear we did. I can't remember which team it was for, but I'm sure that
I remember his name.
Yeah, he was a jungler. I remember him being very good. In the TT Esports Cup, of course, that we casted a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be Nocturne and Corki. So Corki is one of those kind of AD carries that maybe not played a great deal, but I think he's a very strong champion in the right hands. He does so much damage, especially with Trinity Force. With Trinity Force, Corki is an absolute machine.
Yeah, and on the other side we have seen a Malphite pick. Obviously he can go top, but it looks like he might be going in towards the jungle as he has got that smite. Obviously his ultimate very useful indeed, but he's going to have to wait until around level 6 to be able to use that. Tristana pick may be coming out as well. But I don't really see Malphite in the jungle all that often, although he's very useful.
Malphite? Sorry, repeat that, I got a lag spike.
Yeah, Malphite. Very useful in the jungle, but not played hugely compared to the likes of, you know, Lee Sin and stuff like that. Indeed,
he is one of those top tier junglers that you see often, but his ultimate, Unstoppable Force, is absolutely amazing. So I think that's definitely one of the reasons that they are going to pick the Malphite. He also, of course, has a stun. Sorry, not a stun, well, he does if you count his ultimate, but he has a slow where he basically steals movement speed from the opposite player that he's actually attacking, and that can set him up nicely for some ganks. But I think to synchronize well with that solo top, they're going to have to pick someone with a stun. So I would expect to see a Nudia or a character like that at top lane for Malphite to really work off here.
Yeah, and on the other side, there's Leona and Ziggs pick. We saw them both in map number 2 and map number 1 and map number 2 in the last game. We saw Leona, you know, working great with the team with Mundo and the likes of Graves. Ziggs we saw in the last game wasn't as great as Galio was picked in counter, and Galio did a great job of shutting Ziggs down in mid. As we see a possible Vladimir pick. And we're just waiting for the other pick to go off as well.
Of course, Vladimir we played at solo top as we saw in the last game. That we casted between Binary Evasion and of course Escalate. He was solo top, didn't do too well, but he's definitely viable there. Because I have a delay, I can't see who else is being picked. It looks like it's going to be Morgana. And Morgana can be played solo top as well, although she's probably stronger in mid. She has great sustain, very difficult to gank because of course she has the black shield she can put on herself, basically a spell shield, absorbs damage, and she's going to be very difficult to actually play against. So I would expect to see Vladimir at solo top, and Morgana in mid, but of course that is all down to the players in question.
Yeah, obviously Morgana has that all-important dark binding on her Q, which is just basically a, a sphere of dark magic, which basically just snares the opponent for a short amount of time. And then obviously at level 6 you get the all-important ultimate, which is Soul Shackles, and such a strong ultimate. I mean, very, very overpowered, I would say. A lot of people might say no, 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 no. But personally, I think it's basically a guaranteed kill. You get him on a certain amount of HP, and put the soil on the ground, and boom, it is a kill. But on the opposite side, we have seen a Ribbon pick. Obviously, Ribbon has got that stun as well, and the slow. So I don't know. Both teams look very, very even in terms of champions. And the thing I'm more embarrassed about right now is that I don't know which team is which. They have no tag, and they didn't tell us. Bass, could
Yeah,
you... Okay.
So blue
Okay.
team's Azilum, right team is MaseTV, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There you go, guys. Apologies if we mix this up, but we did just join in for the second game. I will say, though, Enzi, that I get what the left-hand side team's trying to do. I get what Asylum are trying to pull off here, because you've got Malphite's ultimate, Unstoppable Force, knocks everyone in the air. Then Morgana just kind of walks in, pops her ultimate as well, and suddenly you basically have 2 stuns going off. And then Vladimir jumps in with Sanguine Pool and Hemoplague, and it's just ridiculous AoE damage. So I do see what they're trying to pull off here. It's just whether they can actually execute that plan to perfection or not.
Yeah, we've said it a lot of times. It doesn't matter how strong the champions are. If you're a bad player, you're not going to be good with them. That's basically it. But we are in a delay, guys. In the delay, if you want to go quickly check out the chaostv.nl website, it's new as well. If you scroll right down, you'll see prize draws with a laptop screen, which basically you can win for absolutely nothing. So go check that out, guys. But we should be back in about 2 minutes live for some Corsair Adventures Cup action between Asylum and MaseTV. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Chaos TV for some more Corsair Vengeance Cup action. It's going to be MaseTV up against Azilum, map number 2. MaseTV did take the first map. We weren't able to see it though, so we're going to jump straight into the second. But I'm Enzi, I'm joined by Messis once again. Mess, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. Looking forward to this. Of course, if you did just join us, as we said earlier, MaseTV already won the first game, so this is best of 3. If they win this one, they go through. If Azilum win it, we'll be heading into the more important, decisive third game matchup. So I'm looking forward to it, Enzi. Obviously, we don't know much about these two teams. We didn't catch the first game, but as I say, I swear I know Slayer of Goats, and from what I remember, he was an awesome jungler. So definitely someone to watch out for.
And indeed we shall. It looks like a jungle invade will come off from the Azilum side as they look for the blue invade. Leona has no idea whatsoever. There is Corki in this top bush, so if they do go in towards that bush, if Morgana can land that snare, he is a dead Corki, but Corki will catch a glimpse of them. They will back off. Maybe they're going to go for a jungle invade on the opposing blue as well. They're going for that invade as Vlad will recall. Obviously want to catch up with their minions. And it looks like they're actually just going to go back. Just scare him a little bit. Not going to bother with the blue. And maybe just, confuse Nocturne a bit and be like, okay, my blue's not up. I have to do something else. And then obviously not go towards the blue.
Indeed, we're not going to see that all elusive, 5v5, massive butting of heads somewhere. It's pretty much just going to be, as we've seen so far tonight, kind of the slow and steady approach, and then everyone goes to laning phase, and then it's going to be down to the junglers. But I would definitely say, so far, the junglers right off the bat, I would probably be favouring Nocturne to get in on the action a bit more than Malphite. But obviously once Malphite hits level 6, he's going to be a real concern with that unstoppable force. He can just charge in and, of course, knock everyone in the air.
Yeah, it looks like an early gank coming out from Nocturne. He got a very hard pull from Ziggs. I mean, I think Ziggs wasted about half a mana just trying to get down that red for Nocturne, but he will run away now as he has to carry on with his jungle going towards golems. On the other hand, Malphite is on the opposing jungle on wolves. He did just get his own blue. Maybe going to cross over soon and maybe go for an invade. Obviously, they did fake it earlier, so they possibly well could do that. As Morgana will be facing Ziggs up in mid. At bot lane, we've got Tristana and Janna up against Corki and Leona. And up top, we have Riven against Vladimir. Vlad already burning a pot. Nocturne going towards Wraiths once again, as Malphite is also on Wraiths as well. But standard stuff coming out early on, Vince. Just going to have to wait for that early gank. Obviously, Maze did win that first game, so they're just waiting for that win on this one. But Malphite's actually coming to this mid bush. He is going to come out now, try and do some damage towards Ziggs here, as the ground slam will go out. But that's exactly what you said, Vince. Until level 6, Malphite's pretty useless within the jungle. Well, not within the jungle, within ganking range anyway, as Nocturne will actually go around towards his blue and find it's there.
Yeah, I mean, he's fairly much jungling purely on the basis that obviously you've... is there some action at bot lane? Oh, Tristana just jumped away. But basically, yeah, I mean, the jungle is quite strong. He stacks off armor. I think it's his ground pound stacks off armor very nicely. But the downside of him is he doesn't really have any CC. Yes, he can steal some speed and he can be a bit quicker. But apart from that, he has no stuns, he has no fears, he has no silences. And of course, especially against the Ziggs, Ziggs can just satchel charge away without any problems whatsoever. So it's going to be difficult, to say the least, for Malphite to really get involved in the ganking stage until he hits 6. But once he hits 6, all hell will break loose.
Yeah, absolutely. A possible gank going off a bot, but a ping back for Malphite to just go back and go farm a little bit as the ping does go down again. Obviously notifying there is a ward in that bush, so Malphite knows that he can't sneak into that bush for any ganks at all. As Tristana and Janna will get pushed back a bit now. Up top, on the other hand, Vlad has been pushed back basically the whole time. So Riven really taking advantage of the fact that she knows, look, okay, we've got Malphite until level 6. I'm going to make the most of that. I'm going to cancel and try and deny Vladimir as much as possible. Vlad is on 18, Riven on 26. So quite a big difference in farm very early on between the top laners. As a track fusion does come out from Vladimir, but nothing's really going to happen now, as the farm will carry on with the soil down from Morgana. And Ziggs will just stay near that turret farming. So Nocturne will go back. What did he buy? He did buy a ward, some boots, and a couple of pots as well to keep on his way. as he will go back towards his jungle. Riven on the other hand still pushed up top, and bot lane pushed as well from Corki.
Yeah, very much all looks very much a stalemate right now. The gold difference is pretty much identical, about 100, 200 gold in it. No breakout stars right now as it stands. Another thing important to note as well, ONZ, that with this Malphite jungle, he can't do that much against bot lane either. I mean, Corki has his Valkyrie, can jump away. Leona is very tanky, and she can also stun, and she can Zenith Blade as well, if all else fails. So definitely Malphite's going to have to wait for that 6. Same with Nocturne though. I mean, Nocturne does have an unspeakable horror where he can fear you, but he has to be in range, kind of similar to Morgana's ultimate, so to speak, that he has to be in range for enough time for it to actually kick off. And then once he hits 6, he has Paranoia, and basically, if you don't know much about Nocturne, when Paranoia happens, Darkness descends, and he can jump on somebody. And of course, as a ganking tool, that's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Nocturne actually just going into the enemy jungle and stealing them raids. Malphite will go back anyway, as Morgana will maybe sense, okay, maybe there's someone around there. Nah, it's all good, as Ziggs will just burn his armor quickly on their minion creeps, so we can quickly go back. But if I was Morgana, just quickly put that soil down, get as much farm as possible, or maybe even freeze the lane. Ziggs will go back. Nocturne will take advantage of the mid now, trying to get that farm. As we also have to mention as well, you know, Nocturne isn't that useful until level 6 either, until he gets his ultimate, which is obviously Paranoia. So, oh, First Blood. I actually missed that. Riven getting a kill onto Vlad, and it was actually quite near the tower as well. So yeah, me complete clueless at that one, but Malphite was there a bit too late. Is he level 6 yet? No, he's only level 4. If I was him, I'd just stay in the jungle, farm very quickly, quick as possible, maybe go for a couple jungle invades as well, and just maximise his farm, because he needs to get level 6 extremely quickly, get them ganks in early on, because Riven has got First Blood.
Indeed, and she actually got the kill fairly comfortably. She wasn't even falling under half health. She had her ultimate on, of course. She is ahead on creep score, as you'd imagine, and basically Vlad has gone back to spawn, and, well, he had to go back to spawn, he was dead, but he picked up the Hextech Revolver, which for Vlad is a very good item. Of course, you get Spell Vamp, and with this transfusion you're actually getting more health back. But is there a team fight kicking off around blue?
Nope.
There isn't.
No, it's just a bit. It was just Nocturne trying to go for the steal on blue. Wasn't going to happen though. He's just going to go back, farm up his wraiths, as Malphite will do the same, but on the opposite end of the jungle. But yeah, very slow stuff. I think at level 6 it's really going to kick off, because obviously you're going to have the Nocturne ult, you're going to have the Malphite ult, and that's when the real ganks are going to be coming in, and then Dragon's a factor as well, and it's just all going to kick off as Vlad is actually making his way down towards mid. Maybe going for a little gank on towards Ziggs here, as the binding will come out from Morgana, the shield coming out, but the ultimate from Ziggs, as the ultimate from Morgana didn't fail a bit, but what an ultimate from Nocturne. Will get the first onto Morgana. It's just bashing away onto Vlad, and Vlad could find himself a dead Vladimir soon, but will just escape there. Vlad did actually claim the kill on towards Ziggs with his ultimate, which obviously is the Plague. And yeah, so an exchange there, 1-for-1, but a beautiful ultimate coming in from Nocturne to just finish Morgana off. Morgana looked to have the upper hand though. She did have that shield on. She did pop her ultimate, but didn't do too much damage. Well, Vlad couldn't really do much damage because Nocturne just came out of nowhere.
Indeed, Vlad shaped things up, I think, with Ignite as well, the last tick of Ignite, taking down Ziggs. So basically, Vladimir has kind of pulled his way back a tiny bit. Obviously, he was getting fairly crushed at top lane from Riven, but he's trying to make amends for that poor solo top effort so far. But yeah, Nocturne jumping with Paranoia. As we said before, Anzi, great ganking tool. You can really close the distance very, very quickly. On top of that as well, I think another thing that's overlooked about Nocturne is his ultimate gives the enemy team very low visibility, so it's kind of hard to coordinate attacks. When Nocturne puts down his ulti, it's very difficult to know exactly what's going on, who's being focused, and of course communication needs to be absolutely exquisite to actually get through his ultimate if you're in a team fight. So Nocturne brings a lot to the table, but as does Malphite.
Yeah, Malphite just turning level 6, and he's actually gathering towards bottom now, so we could see a gank. Obviously he has to land that ultimate and knock them up in the air, but it's just a matter of doing it. It's pretty easy to land, he just needs to get in range. But the ward is down in this little bush here, so if he does come from river, they are going to see, as pings will go ahead on bot from both teams, just pinging that there's a ward in each bush. As I definitely think that they want Malphite ganking bot lane. I mean, let's have a quick look at CSs, they're much different. 72 to 87, so yeah, about 10 difference. As Morgana will go for the jungle invade, trying to get them raised while the lane's pushed, but will get caught out by Ziggs. As the ping will go off in River, and just have a look at top farm. I mean, you got Vlad on 52, then you got Riven on 81. So even if Vlad did get that kill, that really, really hurt his CS, which is very important at top lane. I'm sure everybody knows.
For sure, Riven already has Brutalizer, and Brutalizer this close in the game, like about 10 minutes through, I mean, is a phenomenal item for Riven. Really great stuff, because she doesn't have mana. She doesn't rule on mana, she rules on cooldowns, and the Brutalizer will give her cooldown reduction, and of course on top of that as well, will give her a nice amount of attack damage to boot. So Riven definitely looking strong at top, Vladimir not so much. But of course, we're still in early days, NZ. You know, late game, as we said before, Vladimir definitely comes into his own late game. As soon as he starts to hit level 16 to 18, Vladimir is really quite scary in team fights. So I would definitely look to Vladimir to progress throughout this game, get better and better. And Riven's job really is to just try and silence him as much as she possibly can in this early game period.
And I think she's doing a great job of it. I mean, she's already got the kill. She's already out CSing him by a lot, as the Nocturne will come in from bot the gank, and that will be a dead Janna, as all of a sudden Tristana finds herself on the receiving end of some shackles there, as she will escape. But mid there is a few things going down, as Ziggs is just going to throw them bombs away, and Morgana is forced to use that shield. But Riven's coming down as well, as the Ziggs will miss, but Malphite's in that boost. They do not realise it, and they could walk into a Malphite ultimate, but they are just going to try and get Dragon now. Are we going to see a steal from Malphite? He can flash over, he can try and ult. That's the question. Will he get the steal? I'm not sure who actually got that, but the Morgana ult is going to come out, but the flash from Corki. So the ult will not happen. Morgana will go down from Riven. Tristana onto Nocturne. And there we go, Ziggs and Riven both getting a kill each. So 2-for-2 exchange right now. And Vlad could find himself dead. He's going in 1v4. He could find himself a kill. Yes, he will get a kill onto Riven. But Ziggs is there to follow it up, making it a kill for him. And that is going to be 7 kills to 3 right now. And a nice start from Maze.
I gotta say, it was a horrendous team fight there. I mean, they did the start right. You know, as I said earlier in the Champion Select, the whole Malphite plus Morgana combo is really nice damage and basically 2 stuns. But the problem is that they basically engaged that in a 2 versus 5. Then it went down to a 3 versus 5 because they started to get some help coming in from their AD carry as well. But unfortunately, by that stage, they basically already burnt all of their major damage dealing items, and of course a 5 versus 3 is an easy victory for the 5 players, because Janna died before NC. You saw, I mean, Nocturne came down, killed Janna, then they went on to Dragon, so they were only ever going to be 4v5, best case scenario, and not only did they lose the Dragon anyway, but they also lost pretty much their entire team. So epic fail. I don't know why you'd even contest with Dragon. Just let them get it and just stick to your lanes and farm them up.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a heroic attempt that wasn't achieved, as that will go towards the Maze side. They're 7 kills to 3 right now. They got the Dragon, and they're going to be rocking and rolling, pushing these lanes right now as Malphite is going towards the top.
Enzi, the other thing is, sorry to just jump in, but Vladimir was way out of position as well in that team fight, and he only joined in right at the end, and it was basically a 1 versus 4. So it just, the more I think about that team fight, the less sense it makes to me.
Yeah, Vlad should have definitely positioned himself a little bit better there. You know, they knew they were doing Dragon. I think they had a ward down, but they didn't capitalize on it. As Ziggs is pushed up very heavy, we could see Malphite coming here. Has he got his ultimate up? Yes, he has. But Nocturne is there for the support. But here comes Morgana. If she can land that binding, there's the ultimate from who is it? It's Malphite, and then the binding from Morgana, and here comes the ultimate on towards Nocturne from Morgana, as the ground slam will come out, and the beautiful binding once again. The soil goes down. Malphite just bashing away, and Nocturne says, okay, I might die here. I'm gonna ult in on Morgana, but an epic fail coming out. The binding again from Morgana, just great queuing abilities right there. Skill shots coming out from Morgana, and really was just the playmaker after that Malphite ult. Brilliant stuff.
Absolutely, that needs to be the ace up the sleeve for Asylum. They need that Morgana Malphite to work really strong together, to really just completely expose their ultimates, you know, because Morgana's ultimate, incredibly good if you have slows, incredibly good if you have stuns. That's exactly what Malphite brings to the table. So you really need to get 2 players moving along, shaking and baking together, knocking those players in the air, stunning them, and then allowing the likes of a Corky and the rest of their team to really push in. Sorry, not Corky, of course I mean Tristana. Because Tristana's rocket jump as well does fairly decent damage, gets her right in the mix of things, but a bot lane NZ, I'm sorry about talking over that, but that's going to be a dead Janna there. And
Yeah.
she basically got caught out from Zenith Blade. So, kind of a free kill there.
Yeah, it went so quick, I didn't even have a chance to interrupt you. God damn it. Yeah, dead Janna there, that's going to be another kill for Maze, and really, Asylum just need to, you know, take it a bit slower right now. They don't need to engage anymore. Look, Riven's just got another kill onto Vladimir. Vlad is getting absolutely dominated. He's on 98 CS, Riven on 121. 4 kills to 1. Insane stuff. But I'm keeping my eye on the mid, because that's where it's going to be going down. Nocturne is coming around towards that mid bush. The ping has come out. Obviously a ward is in that bush, so they've seen Nocturne coming, and there's Malphite behind the wall. Like a ninja, just waiting for Nocturne to come around the corner. Nocturne will place that ward down. The ping from Malphite just notifying there is a ward here. Be careful. As Zig senses, okay, Morgana's going to go for the race. Why don't I take him real quick? As Nocturne is going to probably go towards them golems, unless Riven does take them. Not going to happen though. And he will just go back in towards lane. But a fight coming off here, but Ziggs will just bounce away there. He'll just throw them bombs. And Morgana definitely in the driver's seat. What items has she got? She's already got the Rod of Ages at 17 minutes. How much gold has she got? Yeah, she's only got about 600. As the ping goes down to put that ward down from Nocturne there. As the bot lane is pushed as well.
Yeah, look at those stats in Enzi. I mean, they're identical pretty much. There's only 10 creep score. They're both on 223. Ziggs on 137 and Morgana 127. So very, very close in that mid lane.
Yeah, Vince, there could be something happening here as Morgana misses a binding. Very crucial there, but we could see a kill anyway. Leona stun coming out. Beautiful stun indeed. The Morgana ult, though, is going to stop Corky in his tracks. That's going to be a dead Corky. Are we going to see a dead Leona? It's a 3v1 as Tristana will jump in and just fire away as the Howling Gal did miss. But if Morgana would have landed that binding, I reckon it would have probably been a double kill right there. But Nocturne actually coming in, no, nothing's going to happen.
No, I agree with you, man. If she'd landed that first start binding, I think it would have been double. Had double written all over it. But she didn't. Still got the kill, so 6 to 9 goal difference pretty much equal. And as I said before, I mean, the mid battle has been pretty much as even as you'd expect. I mean, fair enough, Ziggs has gone for the Rabadon's death cap pretty much right off the bat, and Morgana building more tanky, and that definitely reflects her ultimate. She has to stay in the fray, she has to stay right slap bang in the middle of those team fights, so she needs the health to stay alive as long as she can to unleash the shackles on the opposition. And that's the reason that she isn't building just raw AP here, which is smart from Morgana. She wants to survive those team fights.
Yeah, she probably is going to get a Zonia as well. Obviously, she can pop the helmet and then just kind of trap herself in the kind of statue form. But it looks like a possible dragon here. Malphite is coming in, trying to scare Nocturne. Nocturne is not going to hesitate. He's going to keep bashing away. Howling Gale does go down. Malphite has to be careful as he fails his ultimate. That is going to be crucial as he will fall. And we could see the team follow suit. As the Ziggs ultimate does come down, does a lot of damage. I don't know what Janna's doing. Janna is in the middle of nowhere, will go down as well. Riven with the kill onto Vlad. Riven with the double, could see a triple as Morgana is taking hits left, right and centre. As a beautiful binding from Morgana will bind him right in turret range. And wow, Riven goes down. What a binding there, and an ace from Corky.
Riven was hungry for that quad. She was on for the quad, and that, ladies and gents, is what a fair Riven can do to your team. She can just pop out those triple kills. And that is the reason why she is a scary champion. I think she's a bit underplayed now, Enzi, actually. Since she got a buff a while back, haven't really seen her get played that much. In fact, the TT Esports Cup that we did, I think I remember being played one time out of maybe 10 casts. So it was nice to see her again, and she's currently on 7 for 2, so she's doing great work for her team.
I think I actually said carrot then in that sentence as well.
You said like carrot range, but we all got what you meant. It's all good. I guess they look a bit like carrots.
Wow. Just that's worse than
That's
the time than
like,
me knowing what boys like, dude.
Carrot range. Copyright Enzi.
That's gonna go in highlights now, isn't it? That's just gonna do it. Like, if I ever annoy him right now, he's just gonna be like, I'll put it in the highlights. I'll put it up there. Social media. God. You talking like a 12. Anyway, I'm going to carry on with the game because this is the game in hand. It's 14 kills to 7, 6k gold difference. Maze in the lead. Obviously, they did get map number 1, and they're going for round number 2 as well, as Ziggs does ping away on Morgana. As Morgana does come in, lands that soil down, just gets their minion creeps nice and quickly indeed, as bot lane is applying pressure to Tristana and Janna. As they are going to push the turret. Turret nearly down at bot lane as well. They are just going to recall. Ziggs is pushing down on towards Morgana. Morgana pops that shield up, puts the soil down, we'll get easy minion farm and carry on. Let's have a quick look at the farm. I actually accidentally put that down. But Morgana has got 146, Ziggs on 182. Ziggs has to be very careful here. Let's put the bouncing balls down. The minefield. As she's very cautious of Morgana and Malphite coming in towards the jungle, as the turret at bot lane will be destroyed, although it had more health than the one on their side. But yeah, so the turret's going to go down. I'm not sure really who's this going to favour. But Leona and Nocturne are making their way down towards bottom. Janna is going to get caught out as the stun will land. The Nocturne ult coming out. That is going to be dead. Janna right there. She did try and pop the ultimate, but wasn't enough. And Corki will claim that kill. So nice easy kill at bot lane. And that will make it 15 to 7. As actually top lane, some stuff's going on here. Morgana is with Malphite and Vlad, maybe going for a tower dive here. As Riven has actually run past the tower. She's going all out Rocky Star right now. She's trying to dash away. Is she going to get away? That's the question. I think she just wants to run in towards turret range. I'm not sure if they actually made a hit on Riven. So if Riven just dies from the towers, they don't get a kill. So smart stuff if she didn't get hit, as she will just dash away. Oh, here comes Janna. Here comes Janna. Come on, Janna. Hit the... Oh, you didn't hit it. Oh, it was actually Vlad. Vlad got killed, but yeah. More action coming out here. The ground slam will go out. It looks like we're going to see Tristana go down very early from Corki. Malphite follows suit as well from Leona. And nice stuff from Mage right here. 17 to 9 right there. But yeah, Riven just kind of going suicide right there.
Just a multitude of action all over the map in the last couple of minutes. And I was actually going to say this before, Enzi. How many times has Janna been caught out already? 3 or 4 times? From the Zenith Blade, from getting ganked off Nocturne. She doesn't seem to learn that, you know, if you overextend into no man's land, especially as a Janna, you are going to die time and time again.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just check her score. Sorry there. 0 to 4, so not great at the moment from Janna. She is a support, but we've seen her get caught out, so she has no excuse. She can't just say, hey, I'm support, me. So, wow, stopping the recall. Vlad is in a bit of trouble as Corki's coming towards top, just bashing away there as the turret will come down. But Vlad's going to pop the transfusion and the shroud as well, trying to kill Corki. Oh, dearie me, Vlad goes down. Beautiful from Corki. Vlad was trying to recall. And Corki just cues into the bushes like, you're not going anywhere. And you're staying here. And got the kill there as Riven will push top lane, but Malphite is there. We could see a fight going in towards middle as the Ignite will come down. Beautiful bomb coming out. Tristana is dead. Not sure what Tristana was doing. She had very low HP. I kind of feel an unnecessary death. We've got an Oracle on Leona as well, so she's just going to clear them wards nice and easy indeed, as Nocturne's going to come in towards the bush as well. Ziggs is going to go back towards mid. Morgana is just going to try and farm as Malphite takes them walls, but Riven is coming down. Could meet up with Malphite anytime soon. Morgana and Janna are there. Riven has to get the hell out of there and get back towards her team. Morgana is going to try and cut Riven off. Is she going to be able to land this binding? Has she even got her ultimate up? Yes, she has. So she obviously thinks that the opposition team is very close, and that is exactly right. The stun goes down. Nocturne ult comes in as Dustbringer does go down. Leona will get yet another kill. Malphite's going to go down as well, courtesy of Riven. And there's a double kill right there, 21 to 9. Mage just too strong right now. They're just working as a team. The team comp works, and just great stuff.
I don't normally see Leona play support, but when I do, she gets 4 kills, 0 deaths, 10 assists. Wowzers. And Janna's on 0-4-1, so this goes to show the huge difference, the colossal difference here. I think Tristana's going to go down in a heartbeat here from Ignite. Is she? Oh, Eye of the Storm just saved her there from Janna, actually. And it would definitely appear that Leona right now is looking better. Wow.
Vlad tried a solo Baron. Sorry for that kind of shout, but Vlad tried a solo drag Baron and died. Wow, he was very desperate.
There's a few characters in the game that can solo Baron, and Vladimir is not one of them.
I think he just found out the hard way, Vince.
Wowzers.
Wowzers. Indeed. Anyway, as Azilum will go in towards the jungle, very cautious indeed. They're just going to scout around trying to find the players. The inhib did go down, so the super minions are going to be up for Maze. I'm going to guess there's probably going to be a Baron soon for Maze, and maybe a team fight as well, as long as Azilum does meet up. As Nocturne is going towards that river, and the whole team, well, 4 of Azilum are going towards Baron. Riven did catch an eye of all 4 of them. The binding, she just dashes away. Shirelles have been popped, but she's just going to try and jump away, but we could see a dead Riven here, and this could be absolutely crucial. She's one of the main damage dealers, but Zig's ultimate comes in. Look at that damage. Riven turns around, pops her ultimate just in time. Dustbringer goes down, but the jump out from Tristana, she's got to get the hell out of there before she dies. But Leona, you've got another kill. You're too good at this game. As Morgana will pop her ultimate. Nothing's going to happen. Morgana will go down. Corki on towards Janna. And all of a sudden Malphite is trotting along on his rock feet. I don't even know what you call him. Has he even got feet? As they're going to try and catch him out here. But they have a free Baron lined up. Maze is going to go for it. Obviously, we have got Malphite with that smite. Are we going to see a Baron steal? He's going to come around the corner. Baron is on half HP, so he's going to get caught out. Shirelles has been popped. Going to see a dead Malphite. Did go for that Baron steal. Not going to happen. Just wrongly timed it. Had no ward down. Just guessed. Okay, Baron's probably a bit low right now. And we'll go down. Easy Baron right there.
What WTF is Vladimir doing? This whole time his team have been battling, he's just been chilling at bot lane. Just like, yeah, whatever, my team's dying, I'll just go and farm bot lane. Cool.
I think he's in emo mode. You know that thing where people try and cut their wrists and stuff when they lose?
I don't quite understand that. I mean, it's not the first time I've seen him out of position either, Randy, because I was mentioning
he's
this
going to die now as well.
Yeah, he's just, I don't know what he's doing. Look, especially as Vladimir, you have so many AoEs to help your team out, and yet he's at bot lane. He's going to die because Nocturne just ultimated him. I don't see him surviving this. Wow.
Just... Bass, do we have face palms at the moment yet on YouTube, or is that going to be added after Vladimir? Alright, we're going to add face palms at the moment, and Vladimir's going to take top spot, second spot, third spot, fourth spot, and fifth spot. You got it.
Speaking of which, Ziggs has just popped his ulti on Leona, and then flashed on her. Wait, have we just like walked into troll game or something here? I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe they're just so kind of confident they've already won this game that they're just going to have some fun now. But really, Enzi, I mean, I have to throw the question to you as kind of obvious as the answer may be. Can you see Azilum coming back into this game? I mean, personally, I don't think they have any chance whatsoever. The only way would have been stealing that Baron.
No idea, but the team fight is going to go down as Riven will take down Tristana, as Morgana will get the kill on towards Corki. Morgana has to get the hell out of there because Riven's there doing so much damage. She's going to take her down. Could we see Riven take on 5 players here? He's going on towards Malphite. Get that kill as well. As Vladimir will run away like we all know he does every single day of his life. Just runs towards that bottom tower and tries to tank it. He even tried to tank Baron, but sorry Vince, what were you saying? I kind of missed that.
I am confused at Vladimir's build. Maybe someone can explain that to me.
Vladimir. Troll.
You know,
that's actually sad to see. I think they just gave up, and that's just not the way to do it. I mean, that's just... You're making your team look like an absolute bunch of... I'm not even going to say the next word, because it'll probably... Yeah, it won't really favour me at all, but... They're just getting killed in their base now. They can't even get out their base.
Ziggs is like, hey, be back in your base, but my ulti is so strong. See you later. Just throws the bomb on there, just gets the kill. But yeah, I guess they just kind of thought, look, there's no way for us back in this game. But I mean, you look at the likes of Morgana and Malphite, who are still trying, and it's just kind of unsportsmanlike. Maybe that's just me being, you know, of the old generation, I guess, and having a gripe with the fact that people run around and go emo or whatever. But you know, Vladimir, you can always win a game. You know, I've won games when both my Nexus towers have been down and we managed to survive Turtle and then actually end up winning the game. And when you're 1-0 down and you're in a cup like the CBC, why would you not at least try? Why would you throw in the towel? I mean, you finished that game 4 Zeals, a boot, and basically cloth armor. How is he possibly going to help his team with that build?
Seems legit, you know. Nice attack speed going on there. Could help him out.
Oh, it's just facepalm. Obviously, I would say that MaseTV deserved quite comfortably to win that game off the performance that we saw in the second game, and obviously we missed the first one.
Yeah, you could see just before they were much better than their opposition, even before Vlad started trolling. So, great game for Maze, but I think that wraps it up for tonight, guys. It has been Chaos TV for the Corsair Vengeance Cup coverage. Just a quick reminder, guys, if you go head over to chaostv.nl, there's a new website has been created, basically designed, whatever you want to call it. If you scroll right down to the bottom, Bass normally puts it up on the screen because he likes doing that kind of stuff. You know, he's very productive with his life and does production and stuff, and I'm going to get my nose out of his bum right now, but if you just scroll down to the bottom, click on that, you can win yourself a free laptop. As you can see on the screen right now, go right down to the bottom like a boss, as Bass is herpy derping on the homepage. Oh, he's multitasking. He's got a mouse in left hand and a mouse in right hand. So serious stuff going on here, guys. So yeah, go enter the prize draw, guys. It's a free laptop you can win. Why not? If you do win it, you can always give it to me. If you want my details, you can contact me directly through the website. Anyway, guys, I think I've got to wrap it up there before I go into a live story about something. But I hope you've enjoyed the coverage, guys. Has been Chaos TV. I've been Enzi, joined by Metas. Mess, hello. Have you enjoyed the games?
I have, yeah.
Okay. Well, good night, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll be back tomorrow.
See ya. Did you enjoy the games?
Yeah. Powerpuff Girls.